I analyzed 100 self-made millionaires. Here are 5 habits they all share. After spending over 2 years researching, interviewing, and analyzing the daily routines, mindsets, and strategies of 100 self-made millionaires from completely different industries, tech entrepreneurs, real estate investors, authors, e-commerce founders, and even artists, I discovered something shocking. Not one of them inherited their wealth. Not one of them won the lottery. And not one of them got lucky with a single stock trade. What they all shared were 5 specific, repeatable habits that anyone, including you, can adopt starting today. These habits have nothing to do with genius-level intelligence or privileged connections. They are simple, consistent, and painfully overlooked by 99% of people. Habit number 1, they wake up extremely early and own the morning. Every single millionaire in my study wakes up before 6 a.m. Most of them are up by 5 a.m. Why? Because the early morning hours are free from distractions, no emails, no phone calls, no chaos. They use this sacred time for deep work, exercise, meditation, and strategic planning. They don't check social media first thing. They don't scroll through news feeds. They protect their mental energy like it's their most valuable asset, because it is. As one real estate mogul told me, if you win the morning, you win the day. And if you win the day, you win your life. Habit number 2, they read obsessively, not for entertainment, but for education. The average person reads less than 1 book per year. The average millionaire reads over 50 books annually. But here's the key difference. They don't read fiction or celebrity gossip. They read biographies of successful people, books on psychology, finance, marketing, human behavior, and history. They study failure more than success. They want to understand why things work and why they break. They read to solve problems, not to escape reality. One entrepreneur I interviewed said, "A book is a cheat code. Why would I make my own mistakes when I can learn from someone who already paid the price?" They also listen to podcasts and audiobooks during commutes, workouts, and even while cooking. Every spare moment becomes an opportunity to learn. Habit number 3, they surround themselves with ambitious people. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." These millionaires took that seriously. They deliberately cut off negative, complaining, energy-draining people, even if they were family members or childhood friends. They joined mastermind groups, attended networking events, and actively sought mentors who were 10 steps ahead of them. They understand that success is contagious, but so is mediocrity. If you hang around people who blame the government, the economy, or their boss for their failures, you will adopt that victim mindset. But if you surround yourself with people who take responsibility, take action, and think big, you will rise with them. One millionaire told me, "I didn't change my habits until I changed my circle. It was the hardest and most necessary decision I ever made." Habit number 4, they take massive, calculated action every single day. Here's the painful truth. Most people know what to do, but they don't do it. They overthink, overplan, and overanalyze until the opportunity passes. Millionaires are not smarter than you. They are simply more decisive. They make decisions faster, act on them immediately, and adjust along the way. They don't wait for perfect conditions because perfect conditions never exist. They launch before they're ready. They invest before they feel confident. They start before they have all the answers. And when they fail, which they do frequently, they treat failure as feedback, not as defeat. They ask, "What did I learn?" and then move forward with renewed energy. One tech founder said, "I failed at 7 businesses before my 8th succeeded." Most people quit after the first failure. That's the only real difference between us. Habit number 5, they protect their health like their wealth depends on it, because it does. This one surprised me the most. I expected them to be workaholics burning the candle at both ends. Instead, almost all of them prioritize sleep, nutrition, and physical fitness. They exercise daily, not to look good, but to think clearly and maintain high energy levels. They understand that a tired, sick, or stressed brain cannot make smart financial decisions. They treat their bodies as the vehicle for their success. Without health, money is useless. One investor said, "I can buy anything except time and health, so I invest in both obsessively. They also practice mindfulness, journaling, or prayer to manage stress. They don't let anxiety accumulate. They process emotions daily so they don't make emotional decisions with money. The one thing they all had in common beyond these 5 habits. Beyond these 5 habits, I noticed one deeper pattern. Every single millionaire had a crystal clear why. They weren't just chasing money for the sake of being rich. They had a purpose, a mission, a family goal, a legacy they wanted to leave, or a problem they wanted to solve. Money was simply the fuel to achieve that purpose. When you have a powerful why, the how becomes easier. When you have no purpose, no amount of money will ever satisfy you. That's why so many lottery winners end up bankrupt and miserable. They got the money but lost their direction. What this means for you right now. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to be born rich. You don't need a lucky break. You just need to adopt these 5 habits, one by one, starting tomorrow morning. Wake up earlier. Read one book this month. Find one ambitious person to connect with. Take one small action toward your goal today. And prioritize your health, not next year, but right now. These millionaires were ordinary people who made extraordinary choices consistently over time. That's the only secret. And it's available to everyone, including you. Now here's my challenge to you. Pick just one of these 5 habits and commit to it for 30 days. Just 30 days. Track your progress. Notice how your mindset shifts. Notice how opportunities start appearing. Notice how your confidence grows. Then pick the second habit, and so on. In 1 year, you won't recognize the person you become. In 5 years, you could be among the 100 people I analyze next. If you found value in this breakdown, I have a small favor to ask. Please hit that subscribe button right now. It costs nothing, but it means everything to me. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss my next video, where I'll dive even deeper into each of these habits with real examples, case studies, and actionable steps. And if you enjoyed this content, please smash that like button. It helps this video reach more people who need to hear this message. Your support is the fuel that keeps me creating these deep dive analyses for you. Thank you for watching. Now go take action. Your future self is counting on you.